Now, Andrew Starr says, what's your take on the Apple River stabbing? You know, I give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I think he could have used better technique. Twisted the knife a little bit. Didn't kill enough people. If that was his goal, like if you're judging that's hard. Like, how do you judge a stabbing? Like, well, could have done worse, right? Like, or better, depending on your perspective. Well, he killed 8 children. It's like, well, he could have gotten like 15 at least before he went. Is that better or worse? I don't know. Does it get a higher score or a lower score? Look, if I'm going to stab some motherfuckers, I'm going to stab as many as I can. I'm not going to stab anybody normally. What if you're like, all right, I'm finally ready to stab someone. You get your knife. And you're like, yeah, gung-ho for it. Like, okay, I'm going to stab this. I'm going to find someone to stab. You stab one guy, he doesn't die, and you get arrested. You go to prison forever. Well, that was a waste, right? You should have stabbed some kids first or whatever. Blind people, deaf people, sneak up on them real easy. Wheelchair people who can't fight back. People in clothes that are not very movable. You just like, you know, they're like tight pants or whatever. Like, you're not running away. Michael Myers or O.J. Simpson, those people. But if you're going to stab someone, you might as well go for the goal, right? Why would you stab less people than you could? That's underachievement. Remember, victory is always determined by the perspective and the rules. The rules for victory. Like, what's the win condition? Like, if you have a knife and it's like the win condition is not to stab anyone, you just put the knife away. That's easy. Oh, I win. That was simple. I do this every day of my life. It's very easy to not stab someone. It's considerably harder to actually take the knife and plunge it into someone's chest because you got to like do it's work. Like, might be if they can fight back, I guess. Unless you're only attacking quadriplegics, which is hilarious because if they had a knife, they'd stab themselves too. Every time Stephen Hawking was typing into his keyboard, he was controlled by the Jewish cabal in charge of Israel. So everything he said actually came out like, Palestine is a shit. But what he was actually typing was, please, dear God, someone plunge the knife that my weak, frail arms can't get into me, into my chest right away. Also into my mouth, because I'll like it as I die. I think the moral of the story is kill quadriplegics. I'm not sure. You can find them on handicap ramps.